What is MLA? MLA, which stands for Modern Language Association, is a type of formatting and citation people use when writing research papers or scholarly articles. It dictates how your paper's page layout should look and how you should incorporate quotes and information from other sources into your work. People use MLA to standardize the format of papers and citation so that everyone doesn't just use whatever they feel makes sense. Standardization alleviates confusion and misunderstanding and allows readers to focus more on ideas instead of formatting, as explained by MLA experts Kristen Sees and Alan Brzee. The following tutorials will teach you about MLA formatting and how to cite many different kinds of sources, from newspapers to articles, from online databases to blogs. Of course, we can't cover every kind of source there is, so if you need assistance in citing an uncommon source, check out a print source such as Diana Hacker's A Writer's Reference or the MLA Handbook for Writers of Research Papers. And of course, be sure to check with your instructor to find out if they have any particular preferences on the way you format your paper. What is MLA? MLA Your research paper should be printed on plain, white, 8.5 by 11 paper and should have margins of 1 inch on all sides. To set your document's margins, click on the Page Layout tab on top of the page. Next, click Margins. A drop-down menu will open up and you'll see a few different options. Select Normal, which is 1 inch. If you haven't altered the margins in your Word program before, it will probably already be set at normal. MLA-style research papers should always be double-spaced unless otherwise instructed by your teacher or professor. To double-space your document, make sure you're on the Home tab. From here, there are a couple different places to set spacing. First, you can click the Paragraph dialog box. In this dialog box, make sure that the spacing before and after are both set to 0. On the right of that, you can choose Double from the drop-down menu. After you adjust the settings, you can either just click OK, or you can click Set as Default, which will make all of your new documents automatically be double-spaced at the get-go. The other way to access double spacing is by clicking the spacing button on the toolbar. Here you can select 2.0. You can also add or remove spacing before and after. Remember, we want both of those to be 0. From this menu, you can also access the Paragraph dialog box by clicking Line Spacing Options. If you've already typed the paper and you need to double space, hit Command-A or Control-A on your keyboard to select the entire text. Then use the process we just went through. I'll click the spacing button and choose 2.0. There is no required font for research papers that use MLA style. The only guideline is that the font be simple and readable. The most common font choices for MLA research papers are Times New Roman and Arial. To select a font, make sure you are on the Home tab. There are a couple different ways to access font choices. The first one is the Font dialog box. Let's take a look. Here you can select the type of font. I'll choose Arial. Then the style. It should be regular, not bold or italic. Size should be 12, unless your instructor has told you otherwise. Color should always be black or automatic, and there shouldn't be any underline style or special effects. Then you can either click OK, or you can click Set as Default, which will make all of your new documents from now on have the same font. The other way to access font choices is in the Font group on the Home tab. Here you'll see a drop-down menu for font type and one for size. If you've already typed the paper and you need to change the font, hit Command-A or Control-A on your keyboard to select the entire text. Then use the process we just went through. I'll use the drop-down menus on the ribbon for type and size. MLA-style papers don't generally use title pages. However, the first page does have a few required elements. In the upper left corner, you'll need your name, the instructor's name, the class name, and the date. These should be double-spaced, as the rest of the paper. The title of the paper should be on the next line in regular 12-point font and centered. You can do this a number of ways. First, once you're on the next line from the date, you can click the Center Alignment button in the Paragraph group on the Home tab. You'll notice your cursor is in the middle of the page. Start typing and your text will automatically be centered. Then once you're done typing the title, click Enter or Return on your keyboard and click Left Aligned in the Paragraph group. Another way you can center the title is by typing it first and then highlighting it. You can do this by putting your cursor right before the first letter of the title, clicking and holding down the left mouse button, and dragging the cursor to the last letter of the title. Then release the left mouse button. Now click the Center Alignment button in the Paragraph group. Once you hit Enter or Return and land on the next line, be sure your alignment is on left. Then you're ready to start typing your paper. Page numbers in an MLA-style paper should be in the header on the right side. The header will generally include your last name, then a space, then the page number. No punctuation needed. Here's how you do it. Click on the Insert tab and then select Page Number. From the menu that opens, choose Top of Page and another menu will open. This will give you a bunch of options, left, center, and right, and also different design options. MLA style is simple, so we'll select Plain, and we also want the number to appear on the right, so we'll choose option 3. Now you'll be brought into the document's header. The page numbers are now inserted, so we just need to add our last name. When the cursor is before the number, just start typing. Leave a space between the name and the number. To exit the header, either select Close Header and Footer in the upper right corner, or double-click anywhere in the body of the document. Now whenever you start a new page in the document, the page number will automatically appear. Headings are titles or captions of different sections of a paper. MLA doesn't really have any strict rules about headings, as they are not commonly used in papers that use MLA. However, there are some recommendations. For essays, headings are generally numbered. When you number a section with a number, a period, and a space, Microsoft Word will automatically indent it for you. However, that's not what we want. To undo the indentation after you've hit the space bar after the period, simply click Undo in the upper left of your page. Then type your heading. Headings are considered titles, so be sure to use proper capitalization. Capitalize first and last words, all nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, and subordinate conjunctions like as, because, and although, and other words like articles, the and prepositions, on or in, should be lowercase unless they are 5 letters long or more, like between or under. If you choose another way of incorporating headings, just be sure to be consistent throughout your essay.